Welcome, guys. If you want to search anything, we go to Google. If you want to check our emails, we go to Gmail. If you want to watch any videos, we go to YouTube, which is again part of our Google. We use Google Chrome to check all these things. We use Google Documents now, we Google Worksheets, Google Calendars, Google Contacts, Google Maps, and yeah, that phone in our hand, Android, that is also used with Google accounts. So not only this, but we also gain access to various websites like Facebook, LinkedIn, or any Twitter, any website with Google credentials. Google has become an intrinsic part of every one of our lives who are connected to the web. When you have so much of information stored on Google, you must keep that data secured and you don't want to get it in the wrong hands. Though Google provides powerful security features, yet we do not know or use them all of them. That is why in this video we'll share the essential list of tips and tricks to help secure your account from unauthorized access, hacking attempts, and any other problems. Before we start further, we want to thank everyone who has subscribed to our channel and helped us grow. Thank you guys, thank you very much. So alright then, let's get started. Log into your Gmail account or Google. Click on this menu. You can see that you will see this and go to manage your Google account. Once it is loaded, we'll check these features in the later videos. Right now we want to check the security features. So we'll click on the security and you can see that all these features related to securities are listed here. So the first option here is security issues. If your account has any security issues, then it will be listed here. To check this, you can click on the secure account. Just go here, it will show you which issues are there. So if this is yellow mark, it will be shown on the top. If this no issues are found, it will be shown in the bottom. So this is right now we are I am having some issues with signing and recovery, so I can click over here and check. We'll check for signing and recovery at a later stage. So let's start with the your devices. This list will show you your connected devices for your account. You can access Gmail from multiple accounts, from computers, smartphones, tablets, or anywhere. Sometimes you might stay signed in when you don't mean to. I mean, you have sometimes you are logged into any computer, public computer, and you forgot to log out. So it will be checked here. Or worst case, if you suspect that someone is using your account behind your back, you don't know, someone may have got your credentials and using that account, so it will be listed here. Another method is to look for the active sessions are on the desktop in Gmail. Scroll down to the bottom of your inbox. On the right hand side, you can see here it says last account activity followed by time. Click on the details link underneath. You will see all the accounts and here. So you can see when I have clicked over here, it shows me all the activities. You can see that where which activity I have accessed, from where I have accessed, and everything you can check over here. Right now I'm logged into only one location, so it's not showing me sign out from the other location. If you have any with other, showing in the other location, then you will get a tab sign out all the other locations over here. The second over here is recent security events. This is an activity log security measure to identify and track probable hacking attempts on unauthorized access. Google does maintain an activity of your log account. You must check this regularly and see that if any suspicious events are there, like an unknown account or info update. So you can do this over here. The last one is very much important, third party access. Whenever you log into an app or website using your Google credentials, you permit that app to access your account. And it is like indefinite pass that you permit it. That means it can access your account anywhere on its convenience, though it can only access the info or services you have allowed. Like here I have allowed it to just have access to my Gmail, not to the other Google data. You can only access the info or service you have allowed. But it is safer to regularly check your account for an unauthorized access or unused apps. If I want to remove access, I can just click on the remove access and that access will be removed. I'll suggest revoking all the suspicious and unauthorized and unused apps over the period of time. So once this is over, let's get back to our security tab. So now we are again in the security tab. From here under the signing in Google, you can review when last time you have changed your password. Let's first check use your phone sign in. With this, instead of using and or entering your password, you can log in with the help of your phone. Whenever you want to log in, just enter your email and choose yes when prompted on your phone. All these steps are shown in the options as well, so you can see it's flashing how you can unlock your phone and sign in. So you can do it over here. Turn on two-step verification. This is a two-factor authentication method. By adding another level of security, it stops any hacker from easily accessing your details if they have got the password. Two-step verification means by setting a password and using something you have, like a code on a sent on a smartphone, or just like we check that prompt on your smartphone. Only after that it will allow you to log into your email. So that is why it is always suggested to activate and use two-step verification for your account. You can enable this by using these steps. You can just click on the two-step verification, click on the get started. So you can set up your phone over here. Either you want to receive a text message or phone call, click on the next and you will receive a code. Just enter that code and you are good to go. There are another options available here as well. You can see it's choose another options are also available here. You can click on that. It has two options right now. Security key. You can purchase a physical device that shows security key to sign in. We are not going to use that, so I am not going to explain it much. The second is Google prompt. See, I have clicked here Google prompt. See, no devices are listed right now. If you are logged in with your Google account or on your Android phone, then it will show you over here. Or in the earlier stage, we have checked that we have applied that mobile verification. If that is listed, and that it will show you over here as well. Or you can use the text message or voice call. You just have to enter your phone number or mobile number and just press next, and as I said, you'll receive the text message or a phone call. So by this you can activate the two-step verification. Next one is setup recovery information. Many times it happens that you have your old mobile number listed over here or old email address listed over here, or no phone or no email address listed over here. It is always a good idea to add some recovery information or update this recovery information. So how you can update this? Just click on here, click on add recovery phone, then type in the phone number you wish to add as the recovery phone and click next. Google will ask you to confirm your number. So verify it and it will get added. If you wish to edit it, then click the pencil icon in the change recovery. For the email, click on the recovery email. You can add recovery email over here. Then type the email address you wish to add as the recovery email and click done. If you wish to edit it, click on the pencil icon to change the recovery email. So next is recent security activity. We are all, so you can click in on the review. You can see when my login was confirmed or new sign in was happened at which place, and everything you can check over here. It shows up to last 20 days history. It's shown over here. Next option is your devices. You can see how many we have already checked this in the security info earlier, but you can see that another option is available over here to find a lost device. If you have lost any device, you can click over here and find any lost devices as well. Next option is Let's Secure App Access. This option is a security overriding feature that allows apps with lower security to access your account. Though it is highly recommended to turn it off, yet you may have activated this feature by some reason. Say you want to access your account from the Microsoft Outlook, then you need to turn this on. So at that point of time, you may have turned this on. So better if you are not using it further, just stop this and always keep it as off, so it will be beneficial to you. So next last three options are signing in to the other website. So here you can see first option is signing in with Google. It will show you all the Google apps like Maps, Chrome, Google Home connected to your email account. Third party apps like Slack or any other apps will be shown here. Right now I have not given any permission to any other apps, but if any permission was given, it will show what they are using with if they are using my name, my email address, my profile picture, so it will be listed here. Next is password manager. Many times we are using this password manager feature on the Chrome, so all that password will be listed here. The third one is linked accounts like Ghana or Savan app, which you have which we are using on your mobile phone for songs and any to create any playlist or anything. So it will be listed over in the list linked accounts. So that was the video, guys. Write it down in the comment section below if you have any questions. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.